Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi, Blessing. Welcome back again. So good to have you for the second time on my YouTube channel.
Thank you very much. It's a
Okay.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for honoring my invitation again.
You're
So
welcome.
today's video, guys, is going to be talking about how to transition from being a student to working in the UK. Because Blessing is going to be discussing with us how she transitioned from being a student, because she came into the UK as a student and then applied for jobs here in the UK after she graduated. So she's just going to be putting us through the way she did it so that you learn from it. Okay. All right, Blessing. Oh, back to you. So, what was the process like for you transitioning as a student from being a student to being a worker? Because I know it's not easy, and there are steps involved and protocols you need to take. So,
Okay, so I'll be focusing on how to, become a midwife or a nurse as a student back home, and how to, transit to becoming a registered midwife or
yeah.
a registered nurse here in the UK. So, as a normal process, starts by registration. However, I've done my registration already before I came into the UK. And I've written CBT already before I came into the UK. So what
Okay.
was remaining was just to, sit for English exams and also for OSCE, and then start applying for a job.
Okay.
So
Okay. You wrote your
um, as
sorry. You wrote your CBT like back home before you came into the UK.
mhm,
Okay, so
yeah,
you had the intention that you were going to, after schooling you were going to start working. So
yes,
was
yes,
that okay,
yes,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So it all depends on everybody's plan. I know some people that I have some friends that it was when they came in, they started their own process and they were able to get a job. Okay,
Okay.
so it all depends on individual. However, I started my own process before I came to the UK, so I knew what was left for me already. So, like the normal process, you do
Yeah.
your registration with NMC, get other stuff, do your verification and everything. Then you start with your English exam, get your English exam. So, here in the UK, right? I think if you're in the UK, you can use agency to get a job. So it's quite easier compared to when you're
Yeah.
abroad, when
Because
you're in
agencies
your home
they no
country.
longer accept nurses from outside like from Nigeria in particular.
Yeah, agencies don't. For here in the UK, as a nurse and you're already in the country, it's like it's easier. You can just reach out to any agent and say, okay, do you know what? I'm a nurse. I've gotten my CBT. I've gotten my English exam, so I'm looking for a job. They'll be like, wow, all right, show us a proof of your CBT and your English. And once you show them, you give them your passport, they'll be like, okay, we'll help you in getting a job. So you don't even need to stress yourself to do the necessary job hunting for you, and then they'll just invite you for interview.
Mm.
So that was what actually happened. Whereas you can go to websites, maybe go to any hospital website and make applications. So I made applications in various various trust, and also I used some couple of agencies to get some job, but I have to do check and balance to see where it's suitable for me before I
Yeah.
was able to decide on a particular one. So as a student, once you are in the UK, especially you can easily get a job. Just get your English exam, get your CBT, then you start applying for jobs. And if you're applying for job in your statement of purpose. Is it statement of purpose? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in that part you just need to, tell them that you're already in the UK so that they
Mm-hmm.
know that okay, this person is already in the UK. So what she just needs is just COS. She don't need any flight ticket, she don't need any more expenses compared to someone that is coming from abroad. So
Yeah.
yours will be a kind of faster, you have upper hand compared to someone who is, you
Yeah.
know, is back home. Yeah. And then
Mm,
once you do your applications, you get job interviews, you go for your job interviews, and
mm.
you get that job you've been looking for.
Wow. Is it the same visa you use, like the same student visa you still use to, be working here, or do you have to
No,
change? Visa?
so you have to change. So for me, when I got a job, and after getting a job, I was like, okay, do you know what? I need COS because I can't be working with a student visa because my student visa say I'm allowed to work for 20
Yeah.
hours in a week. So,
Yes.
and my contract in the job where I got, we were like, you have to work for 37.5 hours in a week. So I was like, okay, I need COS.
Yeah.
So I got COS and then I made visa application.
Mm-hmm.
After making my visa application, it was easier compared to because I don't need TB certificates, I don't need
Yeah.
any other thing because I'm already in the UK. So the only
Oh,
thing that they needed from me was just my BRP. They needed to verify that okay, you're already in the UK and they want to be sure of the visa that you're currently on
mm-hmm.
before you switch over to the next one. So I did my visa application. I got COS for my trust, did my visa application, converted my visa to a tier two visa.
Wow. Wow. Do you need any document from your hospital to be able to convert this visa, or you can just do it from UK? Is it UK via you go to tell them, okay, I want to, transition from tier two to, is it tier four to tier two visa with student
Yeah.
visa to
So yeah, so once you want to make your visa application, right? If you go to the UKVI website, you see where they say you should apply for a tier two visa. And once you're applying for a tier two visa, they will ask you, where are you making this application? Is it in the UK or outside the UK? So once you
go?
specify that you're in the UK, they'll be like, okay, fine, you're in the UK. Which visa are you currently on now? And
Okay.
you say, okay, yes, I'm on a tier four visa, and they say, okay, you want to switch over to tier two, you say yes, and then you continue your process. So it's
Yeah.
actually a straightforward thing. You don't need to upload any document, you don't need to go for biometric because you already had visa already. So
Wow.
it was just like a straightforward thing.
Okay. So they just try and change it for you. And do you have to go to their office? You have to, yeah.
No, no, no. It's something that you can just do at home. So you go into the UKVI,
Just
do the necessary, upload your necessary information, your name, your date of birth, and other things. And then they will ask you, okay, that before you continue, they will need to verify your identity. And then they will ask you to download a particular app. Okay, so once you download that app, they'll say, is that app that they will use to verify your identity? So
mm,
you download the app and the app will say, okay, do you know what? Snap, take a and scan your BRP, the current BRP you're using, which is the student one, and I'll
yeah.
use that app to, scan the BRP and they'll be like, okay, yes, we've verified your identity. So you don't need any fingerprint, you don't need any capturing or anything. So you just continue with your process to ask you, okay, what is your license, your sponsor license number, what is your COS number, do you have any dependents? Are you married? Are you single? And the rest. So once you're done filling all those informations and everything, then the next thing they'll be like, okay, just make your visa payment. And once you make
Mm,
your visa payment, you don't need to upload any documents. You didn't ask me to upload anything because they have verified my BRP already. So
yes.
after the application, I just made payment and that
Wow.
was it. Yeah.
That's really amazing. That's really
Mhm.
amazing. Like no stress of going to do biometrics, going to wait for decision, it's really, really stressful
Yeah.
doing all of that. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Think that does it take so long? Okay, does it take so long to, get transition from student visa to worker visa, or apply for jobs and the whole process? Like, you just graduated from a school here like BSc or masters, and you want to start working, you want to apply for job as a nurse, like how long do you think it takes?
Well, it depends on the individual, how fast the individual is able to, get the necessary requirements. So
Okay.
for me, I got my requirements early. Like my OET results came out early, and then I started making job applications and everything.
Mm,
Although I got a job offer when around February, March, but I wasn't, I was still contemplating because there is a particular place I want to work. You know how UK is now. There are some places that have a kind of high standard of living, and there are some that is fair, although it's high, but it's manageable. So I was just weighing the thing because it just all depends on individual. Me, I got my earlier, but that was not what I wanted. So I had to delay it more because I still had more time. I had to delay to get what I was actually looking for. But
Yeah.
I have so many friends that they changed very early. They just got the job. When they came in, immediately they came into the UK, they started their own process. They wrote their English. Immediately they got English and CBT. They started making applications. Whereas
Mm,
some people, they were like, you know what? I don't just want only CBT and English. I want including my OSCE. So some people, they had to get all those things done before they apply. So it all depends on how fast the individual is able you know, to get all the requirements ready. And
yeah.
it depends if the person decides to, get, because I know someone that got all those things, got the English and also the CBT before coming to the UK. And immediately that person came after 2 months of being in the UK, the person got a job
Wow.
of becoming, yeah, a nurse. And in less than 1 month or two, the person has become a registered RN while
Wow.
we are still, still in the first semester and the rest. So I just think
Wow.
is it depends on the individual, how fast you are for you to get everything. Although me, I was
Yeah.
fast, but I had to delay mine because I was, still weighing the
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah.
Wow. And do you have to spend so much money, or do you have to spend any money at all? And also, does your trust, still sponsor you in some areas, like paying for your CBT, IELTS, or OET and OSCE? Do they book OSCE for you? Like, what's the financial situation or cost like?
Okay, so for my trust, even when I came out, they paid for the refund because normal they have to pay you for your refund. So the only thing that they paid me for was just your NMC registration, English, CBT, the final registration, and the rest. In terms of flight, in terms of
Your
they didn't really do that one because you came to the UK on your own, so
yeah,
you paid your flight on your own. So we didn't even know that you were coming to the UK. We just met you here.
exactly.
So they didn't actually pay for that one. The only one they paid for was just the normal registration and the rest. And then again, in terms of cost, it all depends on the individual. How how many times you write an exam. So, if you write IELTS for more than 3 to 4 times, you spend more. If you write CBT more than once, you still spend more. So you still have to spend a little bit
That's
of
true.
it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think this is really helpful for a lot of people, because some people are really stranded. They don't know if they should, start applying for job, or how to do it, or what visa to use, or if they should continue with their student visa. It's really a complicated process sometimes. And thank you for making this clear for us, Blake.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So you've heard it. You've heard of the step-by-step process. You don't need to go and start doing biometrics where you're already in the UK, as like you have a visa already. Just go on their side, like you said, and get the process started. Go online to apply for the jobs on Tracks and all the other sites, Indeed and all the rest. And it makes the process faster, to be fair, because you're already here. You don't have to be going through the security check and blah blah blah
Yes,
checks.
yeah.
Best. Thank you so much. All
Yeah.
right, guys, we'll end it here for now. Thank you, Blessing, for coming here with us again. All right, have a great day. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Bye.
Bye.